Alright, hello. So in this video, we will be going through the process of the mask that I made for class. Okay, now all the steps. Some of the pictures aren't there because I didn't have enough storage and they got deleted. But I'll still be explaining what we did in those days. There just won't be any pictures to back it up. But yeah, let's get to it. So at the very beginning, we started off with some templates, and then we cut out these templates. We made two, one of the big ones and one of the small ones, and then we traced these templates out into some cardboard, and we cut them out. And then when we cut them out, we we cut them, and with them, you glued them together, so they made a little round shape. And we had to make 4 of them, so then we cut out the other 3 of them, and then we did the little roundy thing where you just make them circles to all 4 of them. And then this is me taking 2 of them, putting them on a face to see how they would look. For the original mask, we decided we were going to do 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. But we did end up changing our design, but for now, that's what it looked like. Then we took the two of them and we glued them together. And then there was one piece and you go on the face like this, and that's what it looks like for that moment in time. And then we made 4 more that we're going to do the same thing, but to the back, so we did the same thing, we just curved them. And then we glued them, put them all together, and that's what they looked like at the end of the day. Then we just kept on doing that to the rest of them. These were the other 2 that we had to do, and we just glued them all together. And then we started on the remote. So we took this piece of cardboard, we put it into a little square, and then Charlie did that part and he painted it all. Then this is me taking the 2 big pieces again, and them being all ready, just about to get glued for the next day. And then we added the battery into our remote, and Charlie started getting some of the wires ready. And this is me getting the 2 big pieces and gluing them and taping them together to make the one big part of the mask. And then I did that twice to make the 2 parts. And then at the end, this is what original idea was going to be, where it was going to be a long way, and this was me trying to put them together. And then I glued everything right, and then we had the remote. We were starting to get more done on the remote, and Charlie had some more of the wire stuff done. And this is when I realized that I wanted to change my design, and I had to remake one of the big masks because it was the other one. It was a small and a big one, but I wanted to make 2 big ones. So I just repeated the same things and just glued them all together and started on the process of that. Then Charlie got some more remote stuff done while I was remaking the mask, and then we started painting the mask. So we were painting it white since it is going to be Hello Kitty, and that's what it looked like at the end. We were going to make the 2 big parts at the end, and then these pieces connecting it, so then it looks like a little bit more like Hello Kitty. And then these just were some of the things that Charlie was getting started on the remote. Here we have a time lapse of me painting the mask. This is where we kind of forgot to take the photos and where my storage kind of got all up. So I did end up taking the mask home, and over the weekend I added some more cardboard on it, and I made it a full circle. And all I needed to do was paint it and then add the top on. So I did get some of that done at home because I felt like I wasn't going to have enough time. So this is just me painting the mask after I glued all of the side pieces together. So yeah. Can't forget the emotional support slushie to keep me going through all this long night. And this is another time lapse from the day after that, and this is where I brought it to school and I added the top on. So I got some cardboard and I glued it and taped it onto the top to make it a full mask, and then I had to, paint the rest of it white as I usually do. And would you look at that, we got another emotional support slushie in the corner. And then we started on the light switch, so Charlie had finished the remote and I'd labeled all of the lights, and then we glued it into the mask, and now this is us testing it to make sure all the lights work. Then we have this last time lapse of me just quickly cutting out the ears, and then I had to cut out the bow as well, so I just took some cardboard and some paper, cut them out and then paint them, and I brought them to school the next day and then glued them on. For this time lapse, you can't see it in the frame, but I did have an emotional support milkshake this time. And then we get to the final end where we get the final product for the mask. I was so proud that we were actually able to do this because I was quite scared that we weren't gonna have enough time. But we ended up finishing it, and it looks like Hello Kitty, and the remote worked, and I couldn't be happier. So luckily at the end we did get the mask all done, and we got the remote all done, and the remote worked great. And I was so happy that me and Charlie was able to work together at the end to make it all come together. And now I'll be showing the clip of us testing the mask and remote. At first Charlie was gonna wear it when we were like practicing, but he was a little bit better with controlling the remote. So we ended up switching roles, and he did a really good job at controlling me, and we got through the obstacle course right to the end where I dropped it. So you'll be seeing that right now. But yeah, that's the end of our little video of how we made the mask and the remote. I didn't get a chance to take a lot of pictures of the remote, but it kind of just like came together in one day. It wasn't like a very long process. So, I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you like our Hello Kitty mask. Thank you.